Today I'm sharing one of my most popular and most requested Christmas recipes, Chewy ginger molasses cookies. In a large bowl, combine 2¼ cups of all-purpose flour, 1/2 tablespoon of ground ginger, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of cloves, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda. Whisk this until everything is well combined. Next, in the bowl of a stand mixer, combine 3/4 cup of softened butter, 1/2 cup of white sugar, and 1/2 cup of packed brown sugar. Using your paddle attachment, cream the butter and sugar on low for about 2 minutes or until it's nice and smooth and everything is well incorporated. As always, all of these instructions and the full recipe can also be found down in the description box below. Now I'm just going to add in 1 large room temperature egg. I'm going to continue mixing this on low for about 2 minutes or until it's nice and pale and fluffy. Now we can add in 1/4 cup of molasses. I prefer using a dark but not blackstrap molasses. I find it has a better flavor, but this can be done with both. Once the molasses is fully incorporated into your dough, you will need to scrape down the sides of your bowl, and then we can begin adding in our dry ingredients. And you're going to want to add these in gradually, letting it mix for a few seconds after each addition to ensure that everything is fully incorporated and so that you don't make a big mess. Next, you will need to cover and chill your dough for 30 minutes. In a small bowl, place 1/4 cup of granulated white sugar. Once your dough is chilled, use a 1½ tablespoon cookie scoop to drop them into the sugar and fully coat all sides. Place them on a parchment-lined cookie sheet, and these will need to bake for 7 to 9 minutes in an oven preheated to 350 Fahrenheit or 175 Celsius. Alternately, we can make these ahead of time and freeze them. So you're just going to want to place them onto a baking sheet or plate and place them in the freezer for about 30 minutes. Once they are par frozen, we can place them into a freezer-tight bag or container, and these can be stored for up to 3 months. Just take them out about 30 minutes before you want to bake them. Make sure that you label your cookies, and I find it's very helpful to put the temperature and cook time right on there, and that way you don't have to go back to your recipe. The cookies that we have baked are finished, so these are going to cool on the pan for a few moments, and then we can transfer them to a wire rack to finish cooling completely. And that is how you make my most requested and one of my most popular Christmas recipes, Chewy ginger molasses cookies. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing so that you don't miss any of the upcoming recipes in our 12 Days of Christmas Cookies series.